Gatherings are limited to 25 outdoors and 10 indoors. But as Nikki Schenfeld tells us in our top story, there were a few who didn't listen.
Honolulu police kept busy Saturday night, breaking up several illegal large parties. There was also a large protest that took place here in Waikiki. Historically, the state sees a surge in COVID-19 cases following holiday weekends. And some officials are concerned that any kind of surge from this weekend could have a detrimental impact on our hospitals.
There were several functions that went on. Of course, the parties and the raves continue regardless of the mandate.
The Hawaii Quarantine Kapu Breakers and law enforcement agencies worked together and followed up on tips of underground gatherings. Some took place in the woods, others were in plain sight.
But now the trend is to go into these private nightclubs. People still cannot deal with kuleana, which is responsibility. Oh, you like go out? Oh, then you're being selfish because you're not thinking about the next person. We're trying to control this thing as best as we possibly can.
According to the Honolulu police arrest logs, no one was arrested for violation of emergency rules or orders on Saturday. Hewitt believes fines should have been given out throughout the pandemic instead of warnings.
When people see that you're serious, they also become serious.
Maui police said no citations were given out on Saturday, and Hawaii County said there were no tents or canopies on beaches, and everyone was following the 10-person rule. No citations given. We're still waiting to hear back from Kauai. On Sunday, tents filled Oahu beaches. Even though health officials encouraged people to be outside, some say 25 people is hard to enforce, and it gives the virus a chance to spread.
And people can just have two parties of 25 next to each other and then another one.
All week, health officials warned of this serious situation at hospitals, with one doctor telling City Council his colleagues are having discussions of if and when they would have to limit patients on ventilators, life support, and/or ICU beds.
In my career, I never thought that I'd be in a place where I'd have to make that decision to think about 3-5 patients and decide which one of those patients have the lowest likelihood of survival and take that patient off the life support machine. But that's where we're at now.
Let me be very clear. I specifically recommended that we have a safer at home order for this weekend to avoid that kind of question, because that would be catastrophic. It's nothing we should ever allow to happen. And having events and picnics and barbecues over Labor Day weekend was unnecessary. It's an unnecessary risk which may perpetuate the possibility that we'll have to do that.
With 433 COVID patients currently hospitalized, Lieutenant Governor Green fears a bigger surge could be coming.
This 72-hour weekend, this holiday weekend, could very well be just like 4th of July and create a lot of cases and a super spreader experience for the next 4 to 6 weeks. Please just have a quiet Labor Day. Don't take any risk to catch or spread the Delta variant.
Nikki Schenfeld, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.